Welcome back to another video, everybody. Today I'm just here to give you a few trading tips, whether you're trading with a stranger or you're trading with one of your closest friends. Here we go. Number 1, never undersell the value of your cards. Let's say you want this Raikou, right? And you're going to trade it for this Reshiram Charizard GX. Thing is though, while you may think they're the same value, they're actually not. Because this is a GX, this isn't. Or let's put that in a different scenario. Number 1, never undersell the value of your cards. Let's say you want this Buzzwole GX, and in return, you want to trade them for this Reshiram Charizard GX. So, what you don't realize is that this is actually a better card for competitive play, and for trading as well, because it's a 30 damage attack, 230 damage attack, albeit with, you need all those energies, but still, it's a pretty good card. And it's a tag team compared to this regular GX. While you may think, oh, they're GXs, they're all going to be the same value. That's not necessarily true. Some can be worth only a few bucks, some can be worth a few hundred. It depends entirely on what year it was made, on its competitive value, on just about everything really. And if it's an EX, GX, Gold Star, which was back in like the 2000s, and just other factors like that. So always make sure you know the value of your card. But at the same time, never undercut another person. Let's say you want their $25, $30 UV, and you've got this Alchemy V Max. Don't try and say, oh yeah, it's a V Max, it's gonna be worth more. Look, it's a rainbow. This is worth like less, and doesn't have as much competitive value. Meanwhile, this is a bit more monetary value, but still somewhat good. So never try and undercut somebody, because in the future they're gonna realize, oh no, I accidentally traded off a really good card, and you gave them a really bad card. So always make sure that it's the equivalent monetary value. Because you just don't want to trade somebody like a $5 card that has a 20 damage attack, where you have to be in a really specific circumstance to get it free. Always keep a binder. It's way easier just to flip through pages. Your binder is pretty much like a book, and your cards are fine poetry. So always make sure to get a good binder. Sometimes you want to get double paged. I mean, that's a no-brainer. You want to make sure you also sleeve your cards and then put them in the binder. So that way it completely bolsters your... Number 5, set a limit on a few cards that you may not want to trade. So always make sure to tell the person something like, alright, so I'm going to allow you all cards except this Victini V, because it's actually a really good card for me, and maybe this Bulbasaur right here, because that's also worth a bunch to me. So that way, you don't trade away your best cards. So let's say someone wants your Hoopa, your XY era Hoopa, and just make sure you tell them that you don't want to trade that. It's kind of just there for display. While they may be a bit inconvenienced by this, it's better to tell. Number 6. Always make sure that you don't steal someone else's cards. This should be a no-brainer, but just to inform you guys, just in case. Because some people, let's say you go use the bathroom or you have to check your phone. Sometimes they just, oh, let me take that card, and then, you're not going to notice that missing till it's too late. So sometimes you may want to trade with a trustworthy person that is not going to take your cards. Now, number 8, which also correlates to binders. Always put your best cards in your trading binder, because you don't want to put some random common you found in a booster pack in there. You always want to put V-Stars, Vs, EXs, GXs, and just cards that are worth a lot to you, and maybe worth a lot to some other person. Because, for example, you can't just put a little, Beldum in one of your pages. It just doesn't make too much sense. Like, for example, I have, this Nidoking right here. I have this Alakazam V, all these Duck Trios, These Duck Trios are also pretty good for trading. So, make sure to put in your best cards. Because, nobody wants to deal with a few uncommon cards that that's about all the trading tips I had so far. Maybe I'll do a part 2 sometime once I come up with more. Anyways, thank you for watching along with this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you like, so that way you can get more tips and more unboxings. And you can hit that bell if you want to get some notifications for this channel. Anyways, I'm going to just be flipping through my binder looking for the best cards I have. I'll be seeing you around. Goodbye.